Good morning. A group hired by the county has proposed steeper takeoffs from Dulles Airport, among other changes, to reduce jet noise. From Monday, October 27th, it's your Loud Now Morning Minute. Thanks for being with us. I'm Renss Green. Back in 2023, the county updated the Airport Impact Overlay District. This is a map and county zoning that prevents residential development in the noisiest areas around the airports, basically. At the same time, the Board of Supervisors directed county staff to work with the Federal Aviation Administration to come up with ways to help with all the noise concerns from people living near the airport, especially Dulles Airport. Last spring, that led to a consultant project, which included putting together a design group to come up with some of those ideas. In fact, they only looked at the runways going east and west, not the north-south runways. Air traffic control can have airplanes land in either direction on a runway, depending on things like weather. That group reported to the Board of Supervisors Transportation Committee last week, and they had three main ideas. One is to have pilots make steeper departures when possible to get airplanes further away from the ground sooner. Airplanes are at their loudest on takeoff when they're heaviest and have their engines on full power. The second idea is to have airplanes wait longer to turn after takeoff at night. Right now, airplanes turn immediately after departure, either north or south, which takes them over some residential areas. The group recommended pilots keep flying in a straight line until they reach 3,000 feet. And the third idea is more of a long-term idea. They recommended using new technologies to come up with more precise flight paths to reduce the impact of that jet noise. Right now, if you look at a map of flight paths over a year or so, those flight paths are kind of all over the place. The idea is that the new technology would have all those planes flying along more narrowly defined corridors, which are more focused over commercial areas. These ideas still need to be reviewed by a regional group to make sure we're not just creating problems for other communities, but if these ideas are approved, they can then go to the FAA, which would be the next step to getting them actually put to work at the airport. Except for the fact that the FAA is a federal agency, and right now the federal government is closed. Go to loudandnow.com/Morning Minute to check out the whole story. In other news, county supervisors have taken the next step in moving the county government's hub out of Leesburg and into eastern Loudoun. Last week, the Board of Supervisors voted unanimously to move ahead with plans to move the county government hub out of downtown Leesburg and east, most likely into Ashburn. The County Finance Committee had recommended seeking a partnership with an eastern Loudoun developer to build a new 300,000 to 400,000 square foot building. This would be replacing the current 158,000 square foot county government center on Harrison Street in downtown Leesburg. The county government is looking at turning that building over to the court system, which already had a big expansion in downtown Leesburg recently with the new courthouse building. Some supervisors have said they'd prefer a location in Ashburn or somewhere along Metro's Silver Line for the new one. The iconic Mighty Midget has been restored and it has taken the next step toward reopening. The Mighty Midget is a carry-out restaurant made from the aluminum skin of World War II aircraft. From 1947 to 1994, it served up its famous hamburger sliders along with hot dogs and fries in Leesburg at the corner of Market and Loudoun Streets. After it closed, the town stepped in to preserve the building, and it came out of storage and reopened in 2001 on Harrison Street serving barbecue. Then it went on to serving German food. Then it sat vacant for a few years, and in 2020, the town offered it up for lease again and awarded the contract to Avis Renshaw, the owner of Mom's Apple Pie, right there at the Mighty Midget's original location. Since then, she said she's been investing time, money, and effort to get it ready to reopen, and she said she aims to bring back the old menu as faithfully as possible. She said it was Leesburg's first fast food restaurant. Last week, after almost 30 years, it was put next to Mom's Apple Pie where it first stood. There's still no set date for when it will open, though. And county supervisors have approved a $19 million loan for an affordable housing project in Ashburn called Moorfield Station Apartments. That loan would help with building 236 units, ranging from studio apartments to 3 bedrooms, and at various price points. Another $18 million application by Good Housing and Green Street Housing has been sent back for more work before they'll approve it. That project would build 180 units known as the Village at Clear Springs Apartments, part of the larger Village at Clear Springs. County supervisors found they're not getting enough bang for their buck on that proposal. This kind of loan is meant to help leverage other financing, and by policy, the county requires a minimum leverage ratio of 1 to 5 for that money. For this one, as it stands now, the county would get closer to 1 to 1. At that price, the county government is loaning almost $250,000 per unit. Supervisors voted to give the developers more time to submit a revised application. Get the full story on this and all these stories over at loudounnow.com. On today's Get Out Loudon calendar, Morven Park is offering tours of the iconic Davis Mansion. It's been around for 240 years and was the home of former Governor Westmoreland Davis and his wife Marguerite, who gathered an opulent and eclectic collection from around the world, much of which is still there. You do have to buy your tickets in advance online, which you can do from our calendar. Check out the rest of the events calendar at getoutloudon.com. And if you like the Morning Minute, shout over the jet noise in Eastern Loudon to tell all your friends and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts, and we'll be waiting for you there every morning. Okay, have a great day.